Hi, I've just finished filming a video on different sharpening systems, and I remembered that somebody had asked me about my workbench because I'd never really seen it properly or heard about it in any of my videos. The reason for that is it's a commercial bench, or I've got commercial benches which I bought when I started out really, but I'll show you them anyway. So first of all was this early bench I picked up. It's by Sawbergs, well, I think that's how you pronounce it. Just show you that there, label. It's European style, so we've got a face vise that end, and we've got a tail vise at this end. Obviously got dogs in it, they're square dogs, dog holes all down the front. Nice storage underneath, which means we can load it up, make it nice and heavy. Stops it moving around. You'll also see I've got it up on blocks to get it to a better working height. Another thing that came with it is a hold down. Rather than the old-fashioned one, this is a screw hold down, and there's a hole in the top of the bench that slides into, and you've got a nice soft pad so you can hold things on the workbench without damaging them. Although this was a very simple underneath here, it was just two sliding doors. I put a couple of chests in there which give me simpler storage. I can put shooting boards in the middle and more drawers at that end. And that works really well. For most purposes that bench would be great. There was a time when I was doing slightly bigger things. I wanted a bigger bench and I picked up this one. It's another Sawbergs one. This one has got, as well as the face vise down at the other end, it's got an end vise, so right across the end. And we've got two sets of dog holes, and they're round holes here with big, I think an inch diameter dogs. Having the two rows and the vise that goes right across the bench can be really useful for clamping things. And it's the same arrangement on the face vise. We've got holes that go across in that direction. And that also came with, you can see down this end here, past all the clutter at the moment, another custom hold down. That works really well. That's a great bench. But as you can see, I tend to clutter it up. Excuse me, you can see I tend to clutter it up with things because I don't need such a big bench much anymore. So that's basically my bench. Oh, just show you underneath, that's got storage as well. That's got plenty of storage. Again, load that up with lots of stuff. Keep it nice and heavy. Don't actually need to load this one up. It is so heavy. I think it's somewhere around 250 kilos. It's a monster. So that's basically it. Now, if you're thinking about getting a bench, if I was starting over again, I was doing it purely as a hobby, I would probably build my own bench. Something like the one that I built at the beginning of this year out of pallets, but if I could afford it, I would probably try and get some hardwood for that, at least for the top. Perhaps just some dog fur legs for it. But if you can laminate your own bench up like that, it'd be really nice and stable, and it'd be cheaper probably than buying a commercial one. I say probably because when I did buy these benches, I wanted one that was going to have available nice and quickly, and obviously building one takes a bit of time. I got quotes for the timber to build one, and it actually worked out almost as much as buying one of these benches if I was going to do it to the same sort of quality standard that these come as. So it's I guess you pay your money, takes your choice. If you want the experience of building a bench, which I must admit, building that bench at the beginning of the year, it was good fun. So, and you'll learn things along the way, so it can be a good way into it. But I needed to be productive quickly, so it was either the case of building a really quick bench or buying one, and at the end of the day I chose to buy one and I moved on from there. So that's the video for, I'm sorry I've forgotten your name, you asked for it, you know who you are. You wanted to see my bench, you've seen it.